Are you having issues racking the slide of your semi-automatic pistol and think that you just can't do it because you're not strong enough or have the right grip? Not to worry, I'm gonna teach you a really simple trick that will have you racking your slide in no time, okay? My name is David Avalon. I'm the owner of the Nevada Shooters Club. And right here we have a Beretta 92FS. The gun is unloaded. I'm gonna go ahead and open up my case here. Okay, so right now, spec chamber's empty, mag's empty, and my two magazines that are here are empty. There's no ammo in this room whatsoever. Okay, so now usually what happens, right, is if you're not strong enough or you don't have a good grip, you might try to pull this back, okay, and you're like doing this thing here, and you're having a hard time doing this, okay, or maybe you're here and you're still like, you're struggling. Right? You're like, man, I just can't do this. And maybe you end up pinching your skin a little bit on the slide and the frame, and you're really frustrated, and you feel like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should get a revolver, right? Because I just can't work this. Now, a revolver is not a bad option, but I don't think the slide is the issue here, right? It's more just technique. Now, like I said, what ends up happening, I see a lot of people do this, where they'll grab the gun here, and then they'll just grab at the slide and pull back. And if you're reasonably strong, right, you can use your left hand to pull this back, no problem. You know, if I grip like this, which is better, you know, you can still do this. And essentially, I'm relying on my bicep to curl in, all right? Not the strongest muscle. So what I would tell you to do is instead, when you grip here, and you can see the gun is designed to be gripped there because you can see these little serrations on both sides of the gun, okay? So it's designed to be gripped right there on the slide. Now use your dominant hand, your right hand, to push. And you'll see it's a lot easier, okay? Again, reason why? Now I'm using a much stronger muscle group, my pecs versus my biceps. And you could bench a good amount of weight, right? At least I can, right? So you can push a lot better than you could pull with one hand, okay? Now, along those lines, a secondary mistake that people make, especially when they're having issues racking the slide, is riding the slide, which means that once they do manage to rack the slide, then they kind of slowly pull it back. And when you do that, you start introducing all sorts of feed malfunctions, all right? So the slide is not designed to be slowly pushed back forward. It's designed to drop, okay? So if I was doing like a tap rack or something, I would tap and just let go, okay? Don't try to hold on to it and ease it down. You're gonna cause issues that way, okay? So when you do go to rack, okay, like for example, if you're doing a tap rack, you know, I tapped here, rack. Once I push with my right hand, now just let go, okay? So the one thing I always tell people, guns are meant to be treated roughly. All right, they want to be using gross motor skills, not fine motor skills. So don't try to finesse things. Like for example, we have an empty mag here. Don't slowly put a magazine in, right? You want to tap, boom, okay? Rack. In this case, since it's empty, of course, it's going to lock open, all right? So that about covers what I wanted to go over, okay, which is again, racking the slide. And also secondarily is not riding the slide, okay? And again, the key takeaway here is use your pushing muscles, okay? So your dominant hand, in this case, I'm right-handed, my dominant hand pushes as my support hand supports by holding the slide as I push through, okay? And then once I do rack a slide, let go of it and let it drop down. I hope this video has been helpful to you, and if you liked it, please share it with a friend, post it on social media, all the other good stuff. Thank you.